Now, there is this hint I was trying to clarify, but in something about to do to me dangerous. Now, I serious to the point today with the NDC MPB what chra. It is alleged that Wafa Nankasa secretary now as some no did. It has actually been captured by many media houses, but they have left out a particular fact. Na masida mfambo bi afom yava bituma fam ekuska skaza obono det skaza oida. But mazana share video no business and company ne wi a shawadin comment section.
Ne yere ne abrante no edi sampe mu agro no ono so say camera e wo ne bedroom no anytime bi a asene be koso no na wa connect
nyabucha dari tobo na nkoma awudi e se otobo na akasa wo kire se parliamentary candidate no wasan kwawe secretary wo no parliament secretary ni fie
me patro ane parliamentary candidate no any dan e wo constituency ho no secretary no ni nua I say like wafa ne say ni nua mu nyina ni ni bo mu wafa ne say ni nua nti wabade ya me ha de mo one room bi ka ha
utumi da
ba de aba betrem na eja odi aye o party juma
ye
no ma na waba yi aye party juma na okọ nti ni mu no na policy say oni ne ye no se mo nti abrante no so nya I sa adwene no so da bi me pese me ankasa me di meni here me di meni hu no nti no me set camera and I set a camera at the two of them go. Anytime we are asking about no. Now while recording I record who say this time of video recording who say you are connecting my phone no. And whatever action we are supposed to be another near then and
secretary who say ye budu yira to pa jenjen e ma na yira ejeje ho otumi hwe woni phone so.
And be man no comforting no. Say anything me who the video ni ade ni so ba na
we recording how many times there nyabute we recording that video how many times
on several occasions the video evidence that we have on several occasions in about the mawa enya kono me so enfam outside because
send me and send you in tinkayedi nkomo evidence sake because the person can disprove who bet me they send them na who say am papa let me take enti what was one
enti awarija e ba e musa na oba no sa nyema na be ma no e PC e be rent dan e ma no e wo kasoa am na o kase oba na he awo be 1 week ni enti no
Nyabuche organizer okra onkomo okra enti wo chese parliamentary candidate wa real secretary hanyem no
he mo na wo 1 week ani no oba na wo ye e wo kasoa
sure
wo hwe se be ma odina phone so accept that person ni oba ye video friends video call yi na na the data so a o ti kire oba yi a
we yi be ma no no
ya na pado do anya kono anya fe
me ba na eso na medium size
honey ho de
sa na emu odu na esle mu ani bi
honey ho sizable kakra ye o ya branch na o se da nyi packet yes aso nti o ya kakra wu
enti na wa ye video sa na no o twetwen kire ma me no
no ti tire oba no na oba na sire no so sire
na ni age ho no na ni age
oba na ni age be ma no so ni age na ni wa asem ni say who secretary no school secretary no hwe na ne nsa wowa o de ase secretary obi a o so jina bra na o tu se ade e da na se ne ade e
na no the organizer na but no organizer we dey who secretary na dey wa we yasa organizer
secretary who secretary I am macho guy o
who the kokromoti na e ya na ase den
ye the kokromoti nsa tani ya na ehe
yo
so that who the no secretary so ekura ni oma na secretary so kura na ma e den na obi okura ni ma de obi ono so na de ni de ni dru de otimi de otimi de ojiri fu usem sa
na organizer nyabuche ma me ba nkomo we yedi ni baako enti video na wo na wo de be send me no wajeje ho oba no
oba no de na oba nzu na ni je ho
wajeje ho
wajeje ho na ni je ho
wajeje ho sai
wajeje ho sai bi aka hu ade na se na kono
sa enti secretary me ni zubai
Nana Yaa Brefo and Ojeje ho.
Nyabuche. Enti secretary wa ware ne yere how many years in fear be say ni?
Secretary why na ye on na yere ti a why na wedded wife.
Wedded wife. In fear be say ni?
Wedded wife. Yes, ya why na wedded wife. Secretary yere Fulani ni.
Wo mo so de nkanya sa na eso nko mo te.
What do I say?
What to Ghana here now? So,
or to Ghana here.
Na secretary fi
Secretary no so e wo posuwa mu na nete one na ye na TDC
ono ya Ghana ni wo ho
ono ya Ghana ni
omo o matai
omo ni ba
na so omo wale ye nche
omo wale ye nche
na wa check your secretary bia na de so kwa ba enye enu kura de organizer ena ye den enti mo fra asem no na kosi sen
enti a friend sam na ye bobo nsam no ho no na akwa no say abrante no ye de ko gina ye friend e konton kura na ye de enye yie nti twa na say de ye twa na ye ke na ye di advice even penfo ho say that say dey nomination na eninim ya no ya obi a obefa ali bia na opale na je yakoto aba na obi wi no na ya present no na na for elections no nti na ma ye de kata na ye de ba out
na mo dia ba bonte no ma ka kire mpanyifo akra nkranfo
Yedika for impregnates amane ansa na yetu sa na mo no.
Mo ka kire mo say parliamentary candidate said you tu konyo no.
Ye say ye bo impregnates amane no. Ye the videos any evidence e ka hu nyina de the man impregnates for the impregnates there be.
Why na mo ka kire no?
Totally uncalled for.
Why na mo bo na mane?
Ye ka say ye bo impregnates amane ye bo ye party impregnates amane.
General secretary chairman ana hwan ya?
Ye bo general secretary.
He, o video ni bi. Eno wase da bi we de anya suban papa.
Wase we de anya suban papa. NDC amayuku na e wo no sa suban we don't tolerate some of these things in NDC amayuku mu. Ya yente say ya anomfo. Because yente say ya anomfo dia and the China say dia ne. Ya found me there ya found elections no. Because he suban papa na dey for election. Ya for obi a oba be.
Ewa homaso Emmanuel Adoni ewa homaso ono ye communication officer Asin Central Imam Achi na pay.
Yeah, yeni amini aba.
Na imaboko de.
Oh nyame o ya pa e buto me na enya. O ma ne say o nana.
Sa, mo parliamentary candidate no no de afa be fufuro na candidate na ye so o ya no wo yo yere.
Oh, enya no kure.
Ah.
O enya no kure.
Parliamentary candidate akofa secretary yere. Ah, mo video evidence ya. Wo re so anu o san jeje ho ne ye say de abufu gra ne say ya no asan yi ni be men ya de dantem no wo twetwekire obey. Oh.
Nana ya.
Ye.
Na wa nti wuti ase we enya to tan. Uzu say bet me no kure.
Anti me say o mo for evidence ne bra na me hwe.
Aha. Mo wa na we say me I trust you. Another na jo utie. Na enya ntie Rich FM. Yeah, regional chairman ni radio will be waha. Ni say ye and I suspend the parliamentary candidate no. As constituency executive, at least I think you the echo. Me no ka say constituency ye nimbo say dia di sa then akoso and I say why boni bi and akopia region. Council of elders enya way. Inti for now ne dey the matter say mu de munya botre. Sa tem na fa na unity. Na yedi kan enyansie bi from Anewu parliamentary candidate for NDC on the 22nd June I'm not launching the campaign okay I want them say NDC you better say your candidate no near the Pafo Fraba if your mama come to want them say no you see a pass why you pay for but they don't say no information but na makano it's early days yet. At the right time, no name the baby, but
communication na and in the Miano, semi by a wafre a year parliamentary candidate, a bisan say. Wakwa, yes, it won't be son, Granwosu. While my friend Nabute, or my friend in Penny Fuenim at the video be actually and say, Secretary, or secretary, why when a year. Oh, I'm on an annual crowd.
Nana, don't tell me. Fortunately for me, parliamentary candidates, no meaning were the same area. Obano in question, so meaning were the same area. If you see a cop, Niho, about 100 meters. If you see a parliamentary candidate, see, there are 50 meters. Now, in a manchaman, you go to no be any. Tamika said, Sama, and I'm Pemuno. Young Abu Chaka, because
maybe Obana.
Obana we Obana ndo kwa na pensen owa atisi a Obana ha anya kwa no I say some of it no obako pensen radio so akakasa then Obana na wa
nya bo fa phone mama
make the Obana na makra ama no na kasa
me ka sa o se oben o fa na ma ne mama why na me friend
me
me
no ma me no ka tell ya me na ma na tie
ene e ko
obo free Cape meeting on into Cape meeting na a copy of say bibisa AC no mo free parliamentary candidate at the two ni say PC say na ya ke say one o secretary yere what you secretary yere na one nada o one you no ema wawo na so waware no kura because asem we be driver okay mate mo mame na watch na mwabushia na mwabushia for amane ta asema yesema yenie na after 1 week no medi muyaye ebebre mu enti ye frike ya banjeri ye chance 1 week no oba so wada beto ne busha fo nim a mutu asem ho na ma hwe bebi a no kre eda eni say ye ndan sorry a ye say ya suspending no enti suspension na from me there me communication officer dey minim any dey see what Cape Coast.
What you are wearing, didn't we import? We imported this. We imported that. City depreciation is a ritual problem. I agree with you. It's not because of one particular government. Unless one is suffering from unconscious incompetence or displaying intellectual dishonesty, that will say that city depreciation is MPP government. It's an issue that has nationalistic or that needs nationalistic attention. That one I agree. But it's not. So far, we keep on being in importer-driven economy. We'll be having problems with the city because we import almost everything. But inshallah, Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, next year if he comes, we're going to design a long-term framework to deal with the city. Trust me.
The depreciating city.
Ernest, please help me understand what was said.
I mean, why am I the one to help you understand? The point
I've already said that I have a difficulty, but I need to understand.
Sammy will tell you the cobwebs in your mind when he is confused.
I have more than cobwebs now.
The point he's trying to make.
Yes.
I think I made a similar statement here 3 weeks ago or so on this very table. I think 3 weeks or so ago. The CD is having challenges. And it's not now. It's not now. I was trying to pull some data. When His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor was handing over power to His Excellency John Evans Atta Mills, it was a fact that we had the CD hovering very close to 1 CD. It was 1 CD something, 1 point something, very close. I think 1.2 or something like that. By the time 2016 had elapsed and they were leaving office, people are giving varying numbers, but it's not wrong because in Ghana we have a rate for the forex, we have a rate for the banks. So people are saying it's between 4 and 4.6, could be somebody could be quoting some forex or something. But the Bank of Ghana rate at that time I think was 4.2 thereabout. If that is the case, you took it from 1 point something to 4 point plus. And the last time I mentioned it, I used the percentage and you weren't happy with the percentage terms, but that is how financial ratios are calculated. Is that not so? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you took it and did something very close to 400%. Somebody takes it from there. But the actions that this government decided to put in place to check these things. One, Stika mentioned you are wearing imported clothes, I'm wearing imported clothes. What it means is that our balance of trade may be having challenges because we are spending more to import, especially things that we could have locally produced and used. We might have acquired tastes of things that instead of eating my local rice that was grown in Tamale or something, I am buying these people, the Chinese and all those rice from all over the world. So our CD will be under challenge. Somebody was giving some statistics about sugar and all that. Those things happening. It's going to affect us. It's the truth. If His Excellency John Mahama, if he should get the opportunity to even come again, and actions are not taken to address the things that keep making the CD drop, he will take it from 14 point something or whatever, I believe is going to come down before the year ends. But if he should just come, you take it from there and also multiply by 4. Because the things that are making the cedi fall are not just by math or some economists coming to stand on radio and TV and say anything. We have to take action, take steps. Number 2, if you look at the dollar worldwide, dollar is beating everybody. Unless anybody has any other data to give to me, the dollar is pushing every currency off for some other reasons. All I am trying to say is, Sticker says, when we come, but His Excellency Baumia had made statements as to how we will work on these things. You have power issues. We are importing so much fuel to support our power sector because we are relying more on thermal than hydro. We don't have enough hydro. So he said, I am going to bring 2,000 megawatts of solar power. Mr. says next year, when he comes, he's going to do something about it. If he substitutes the thermal power we are generating and using today with solar power, how much of the money we are using to import fuel today will be saved?
What happened to all the prescriptions in restoring the value of the city? What happened to all those prescriptions? Because in the restoring the value of the city, I didn't see solar something.
No,
I didn't see. No, I'm just asking.
You are taking me to a different conversation.
No.
The man is becoming president.
No,
says,
no, you don't get me.
President.
The Deputy Minister of Finance, today, Deputy Minister of Finance, is telling us that this is why we are where we are. The same thing that we were told 8 years and beyond. And we were told of the prescriptions and the competencies that are required to deal with this. 8 years on, we are being told that it's a ritual, I've forgotten some of the adjectives.
Brandy, 2019, it's online, everybody can Google. We took it at 4.2, 4 point something. By 2019, cedi to dollar was still hovering around 5.3, 5.4, thereabouts. By 2019, it's online, so we can Google and confirm the actuals. The first 3 going into the 2020 COVID challenges, we had just moved by just single 1 and some coins.
When did we set up the 38-member committee to investigate the forex problems?
I don't have the dates.
2019.
That's what I'm saying. So you realize that by the time 2019 was ending, we had just added very little to the existing dollar in Ghana here. The free fall, I think, started in 2021, thereabouts. I think late 2020 into 2021, we started having challenges with the dollar. So something would have happened. And everybody who understands some form of economics will tell you. In fact, I was on, I think, GTV or so, something, and I said this thing, that after every pandemic, after every war, like we had the world wars, after those big challenges that cover the world, it's always followed with a recession. It's always followed with a recession. So everybody who understood what was coming knew that after 2020, we are likely to go into a global recession. So when we say COVID affected the Ghana activities on the dollar, on all our economy and all that, it's a fact.
So all countries in the world, all currencies in the world are going through what the city is going through.
Not all, but a lot of the currencies, all our
in fact, let's take ourselves to Africa.
What's happening to Nigeria now? Nigeria had to take certain drastic steps before, but Nigeria's situation was worse than ours.
So how come we are the third worst performing? Third worst.
So the issue I raised the last time comes to
you have 50-something countries. How come you are the third worst performing?
Randy, maybe Sammy will take me on this. But there are certain steps we needed to take. Government is taking them. You see, there was a time, let me take you back. There was a time I was on a committee, one of the World Bank committees, working on something for me. On that committee, one white man asked me a similar question. It was then His Excellency John Evans Atamils who was president. And we had something like a single-digit inflation. But the interest rate was just going. We were hitting, I think, 30-something. But we were still touting ourselves that we are in a single-digit inflation or something. The inflation was low and interest rate was rising. And the man asked me, he doesn't understand. Because these things should move with each other. If the interest rate, if the inflation rate is coming down,
there should be a correlation.
There should be a correlation. They shouldn't be inversely proportional to each other. They should be moving in line. If they are going, they will go. If they are coming, they will come. And he took it lightly, made a statement, and we all laughed it off and left. But that was a Ghanaian situation, so a localized challenge that everybody knows all over the world that if the interest rate, if the inflation rate is dropping, we should see interest. So one day I met a banker and asked him, this is what somebody asked me. I couldn't explain. And he said, my brother, we are borrowing on the market just like anybody. Because that time, the Bank of Ghana did not have the money. It's supposed to be the lender of last resort. And they don't have the money.
They could have just printed like was done 2 years ago.
And
many people want to support us. Na bring na work kadama mesede. I na won't check it down. Obo thanks bi ho. Obobo mehu all certain amount bi apeditua. Ebo hu euros, ebo hu pounds. Maybe fe bia no so slow or as high bia. Ni wia bomazina course buy and send ho no. Buy and send is me atwane kakra. Atwane kakra ma so process ning na so wia. Ebo wonder about bring up drop down menu be able to choose the payment what they pay choose. Ni wia ning na no why iska. Thank you for supporting us.